Hey guys, Rob here at condos.ca. Hope you're well. I'm looking down, it means I'm actually looking at the camera instead of looking, I'm actually looking at the screen. So anyway, just thought I'd check in. It's certainly been an interesting ride over the last couple of months. I mean, we've seen some big changes. But before I get to that, I just wanted to share a couple things. Just about condo living. And I recently moved from King West over to the east side now, and I'm in a bigger space. And I mean, it's more than I need, but it was a great opportunity, so I jumped all over it. One of the things that I really try and establish and understand when people are, getting into this is to really kind of understand why they're doing it. So, I mean, people can say because, they want more space or this, and these are very kind of outwardly focused types of reasons. But if you start, if you dig a little bit deeper, there's usually more of an emotional connection. Like I was chatting with a girl last week, and she's potentially looking at doing something in the next little while, and she wants more space, not because she needs more space, but she likes having a feeling of open, it gives her a sense of freedom when she's in more space. So she told me that she lived out west for a long time, and it got to the point where she didn't want to be there anymore because of the way the mountains were. It made her feel kind of claustrophobic. So she came back here, and obviously Ontario is not the West. So just sort of that kind of an idea. So it's always good to sort of ask yourself those questions. Especially when you're going through criteria. It's like, okay, why do I really want to do this? Because if you can understand this, and then you can communicate that to me or whomever you are working with, hopefully it's me, then it's a lot easier to kind of, because it's a lot easier to kind of navigate the process. And because the biggest thing is that, I mean, there are, this is a big deal. And, there is a process of emotions that people will go through, before they buy, during the process, and then afterwards. And it's great to be aware of that and kind of, understand where you are in the cycle, because it makes it a lot easier to, to move through. So, not to get to the point, obviously, where you can say you need some sort of a psychoanalyst or anything like that, but it's definitely, I often find that, awareness, it creates a sense of certainty, which creates confidence, which creates a sense of ease. So it just makes things so much easier to navigate. So anyway, aside from that, yes, I am at the office, and I am indeed walking around because we've got this freaking beautiful place to live. And I certainly wouldn't trade it. So, market update. It's been a bit of a head scratcher, but not surprisingly. I've been on the phones pretty regularly these past couple of weeks, and most people's sentiment is the same. Those who are looking to do something at some point, they're I just spoke with a guy, he's been, mind you, I've talked to him numerous times in the last few years, and he's always watching something. whether it's this, whether it's that, whether it's this, whether it's that. So, I mean, that's fine. But yeah, you know, a lot of people are concerned about interest rates, and I personally think that it's not going to have a big bearing. I mean, it's had a bearing, and what I mean by that, I mean, it's had a bearing on pricing, it's had a bearing on activity, but something that a lot of people haven't taken into consideration when they look at numbers, especially from, say, June, you know, from April, May, June, July, is that especially in July, people are like, oh my God, there are like 20 places sold. Yeah, well, the reason being is because July is typically one of the slowest months anyway, so there's always a slowdown, and that goes in through to August. But the last couple of weeks, we've seen a bit of a pickup again, which is also a seasonal norm. So you know, so there's some seasonal factors at play here with activity and inventory levels, which are just very which is a very normal thing. So so this will be the first video on this new YouTube channel. If any of you recall, I had a freaking great Instagram account called Rob's Rare Condos, which I was on constantly. And then in January, I got hacked, and it's, well, it's end of August now, and I have attempted at least 20 times to get my account back, and still working on it. So yeah, so that's it for now. Stay tuned. I mean, there's going to be lots of, you know, lots of new things. You know, I'm going to be doing lots of things on this channel in terms of, you know, most of it'll be real estate related, but I want to kind of keep it interesting. So, so don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll also add, you know, if those of you are interested in more information, I'll put a link down below, linking to my website with more information about the market, about the process, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, bye for now.